It is Christmas in here.
Awesome.
The dog has a lot to do. It's very Christmassy. It's Sunday. I'm 2 minutes late. There's a lot going on the set. Oh, the dog is very rambunctious. Steve, good morning. I feel like it's been a year since I've been here on my mat in my living room. Hey Edie. Edie on a Sunday. It's Christmassy. And it's this way. It's also Hanukkah. All holidays happening in here. So we're starting off our full week this week. We're starting it off with Barre-ish Bootcamp. Hi Jane, if you are new to this situation, all you need is enough room to step forward, side, and back from wherever you're standing. So just make sure your space is clear. If you have a mat, that's an added bonus, but not necessary. I will be using a weighted bar. Mine weighs about 12 pounds. And it's okay if you don't have one of those. You could also use dumbbells, anywhere between 2 and 6 pounds if you have that laying around. If you don't have that, you can improvise and 2 same size water bottles or whatever you can grab. And if you don't have any of that, that's good too. If you want to get one of these, you order online. Shipping, of course, is chaotic right now. Eduardo, you like all that? You can't stay for after parties. Hi, Ari. Yes, last night, this is what we did. We set our stage. We had to be careful this year for decorations to make sure it didn't mess up the set. So after party today will be upper body and stretch. And so I'll just be using some 5-pound dumbbells for that. Again, if you don't have any of this stuff, it's totally fine. If you're watching this after the fact on my YouTube fitness channel, thank you for subscribing and sharing and telling your friends. All the classes I do, except for a couple of rogue ones that wouldn't save, are up on there. They're also on IGTV, so enjoy. Thank you to everyone who's been able to put a donation in my Venmo or my PayPal or even my snail mail box. I do appreciate it. I also know a ton of us are still out of work, so do not worry about it. If you're one of those people, just keep showing up and staying fit. All right, if you have any injuries that you might be dealing with, always stay in the first or second level of everything that I do. I'll progress the movements. And then if you've seen a doctor for an injury, make sure that you have been cleared to do this craziness. Wouldn't want you to get hurt. So other than what I've already talked about, I keep a couple of towels nearby because it's sweaty. And then I also keep a beverage. Mine is water in a fancy wine glass. So, and also, more importantly, today is the pajama producer's birthday. So in honor of his birthday, my daughter has created a very own behind the scenes pajama producer Instagram account. So you can find that it's pajama_producer. You can find it on my Instagram. You'll see it if you're interested in any of the goings on around here that the pajama producer doesn't show on camera. All right, having said all of that, because that seems like enough, let's stand up at the front edge. I'm gonna boost this music a little bit. You're gonna stand at the front edge of whatever space you're working in. 10 toes towards me, shoulders down the back, legs straight but not locked. Yes. We're doing a special birthday dinner for him later, but I can't, spill the details because, he's around. All right, your toes can wiggle, the weight's in the middle of your feet, hips underneath your shoulders, bring your arms up to a V, pressing your shoulders down. Then find a squat position, reaching your fingertips back to where the wall meets the floor behind you. Belly button pulling in towards your spine. You can wiggle your toes, push down and come right back up to your top position. Sink down to your squat position, back up. Do it again. And then we'll take it in single counts right here. So you'll squat down, reach up. Sink, push against the floor to come up. Let's do it again. It's in 4, 3, try not to lock your knees. Once more, forward fold, either grab your elbows or let your hands fall to the floor, whichever makes more sense to your hamstrings. Knees are slightly bent. Try to straighten your left leg and bend your right knee, sitting into your hip. Then change sides, straighten your right leg and bend your left knee, sitting into your right hip. Back to the center, both knees bent, left elbow comes up and release. Now maybe your whole arm extends up tempo, either elbow or full extension, you decide. Twice more. We'll do the same thing on the right side, just your elbow to start, feel your shoulder blades move. Maybe you extend this time. Single counts of any level, elbow or extension. Can you wiggle your toes? And then forward fold, lift your tailbone up. Slowly unroll, in 4, 3, 2, both arms come up, inhale, reach up. Forward fold, both knees bent, unroll. Let's do that again, both arms up. Forward fold, tailbone lift, unroll. We have one more time in the fold, both arms up. Tailbone lift up, unroll. Check it out, left leg steps to the side. Step into a squat, take it to the other way, over to the right. Try it single count, side to side. So out, push down to come up. Now make that a little less of a squat and a little more of a hip sink. Toes slightly turned out. Right elbow out, left elbow goes out. Right side, again. So both knees bend. Maybe your arm goes out and over. Reach up and over. 4 to go. So 4, 3, 2, feet parallel, both arms come up. Bend both knees, hands come to the floor. Step your feet back and find your downward facing dog. Your heels press into the floor. Your tailbone lifts up to where the wall meets the ceiling behind you. Palms press into the floor. Your chest presses through your shoulders. Lower your hips to find a plank. That's hands underneath your shoulders. Maybe your knees find the floor. Either way it will work. From any plank, lift your tailbone up to find your down dog. Lower your hips. 1, 2, down dog for 2. Lower 1, 2. Push against the floor to come up. Lower. Once more. Then hold your down dog. Both heels lift up and lower. Pressing your palms into the floor. 4 to go. Last 2. And hold your down dog. Lower your hips to plank. Hands underneath your shoulders. Hold it here. Maybe you lower your knees. If your knees are still up, you have an option to rock forward and back. So forward and back. 2 more. And hold any plank. Lift your tailbone up. Find your down dog. Then walk your feet up towards your hands. Knees are bent. Your tailbone lifts up, unrolled. In 4, 3, 2. Both arms come up. Fold, bend your knees, step back to down dog. And shift your weight over to your right hand and foot. Take your left leg up behind you, only far enough to feel the stretch behind your right leg. You can stay right here, or bend your left knee and open your left hip. Breathing through this. If you took the bend in rotation, you'll straighten back out to your 3-legged dog. You can stay here or lower your hips and bring your left knee to your left elbow. If you came down here, send it right back up. You can stay here or come with me, lower down. 1, 2, and up. Again. We'll go 1 more. And hold your 3-legged dog. Both feet to the floor. Down dog in the center. Then shift your weight over to your left hand and foot. Bring your right leg up only far enough to feel the stretch behind your left leg. You can stay here or bend your right knee and open your right hip. If you took the bend and rotation, straighten back out to your down dog or three-legged, what is this, three-legged dog. You can stay here or lower your hips and bring your right knee to your right elbow. If you came down here, send it right back up. You can stay in your three-legged dog or come with me, lower your hips, elbow to, or knee to the elbow, back up. Again, lower 1, 2, once more. Hold your three-legged dog. Both feet to the floor. Down dog. Then lower your hips to plank. Hold here. Maybe your knees are on the floor. Either way, try to bring your right foot up next to your right hand. Remember, your back knee can find the floor. Today, let's bring our arm back in a circle and back to the floor. Step to plank. Let's walk through it on the left. Step your left foot forward. Maybe your back knee's down. Circle the arm. And back to the center. Can you wiggle your front toes? Engage your core. Step to plank. Let's try it up tempo here. And step forward. Reach around. So you're welcome to go slower than this. If your knees are on the floor, there's a good chance you're moving more slowly than I am. One more each side. And it's all good. And hold any plank right here. If your knees are still up, put them down. Release your feet, hips to your heels. Child pose here. Pressing your chest through your shoulders. Then round your back up to find a modified plank. That's hands under your shoulders, knees on the floor, elbows in. Stay here or bend your elbows a little or a lot. Either way, straighten your elbows, hips to your heels, make it flow. Round up and hold or bend. Child's pose. Round up, hold or bend. Round up, hold or bend. Breathing in and out, round up. This time, come all the way down, hands stay at the side of your chest. Left leg lifts up from the hip and right. You can work right here, or you can press down and rotate back behind you. One more. Press your chest up here. Hips to your heels, child's pose. Round back up to your modified plank. When you get there, tuck your toes. Push down, lift your tailbone up to down dog. Bring your knees back to the floor. Release your feet, hips to your heels. Let's make it flow. Round up to modified plank. Tuck your toes, down dog. Knees down, child's pose. Do it again. Round up for 2. Push down. On the push down, squeeze your elbows towards each other right here. Push down. One more time through. Round up, push down. Lower your knees, child's pose. This time, modified plank and hold. Hold right here. You better be warm, I'm roasting. Tuck your toes, lift your knees maybe. Either way, right hand to the center. Rotate to your side plank. Maybe your right knee finds the floor. Either way, wrist under your shoulder. Breathing in and out. Reach towards me with the top arm. And up. Underneath your bottom arm. Single counts if you're ready. To me and under. Towards me. And hold your side plank. Come back to the center. Hands under your shoulders. Left hand to the middle. Rotate over to your side plank. Maybe your left knee finds the floor. Either way, top arm reaches towards me and up under your bottom arm. Single counts here. To me and under. And hold your side plank here. Both hands to the floor. Find your plank in the center. Lift your tailbone up. Down dog. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Forward fold. Lift your tailbone up. Unroll. When you get there, grab your resistance if you're using any. If you're not, don't worry about it. I'm grabbing a sip. It's bad if you're already thirsty. Then I adjust my outfit. So, if you might notice back here, my lovely stocking holders above my menorah, overhand grip on whatever you're using. These are courtesy of Beth Lane, who takes class very frequently. I love them, thank you, Beth. Shoulders down and back, feet under your hips, hips under your shoulders. Overhand grip on your bar, or if you're holding dumbbells, they just hang your sides in overhand grip. Slow motion squat, sink down, 1, 2, push down into the floor to come up, sink for 2, single count squat. Remember that you're pushing the floor away from you as you come up. 4 more like that, so it's sink, push down, squeeze your glutes at the top. This time, hold it, lower your elbows, so your knees are not locked. Press your bar up on a diagonal to where the wall meets the ceiling in front of you, or your dumbbells. Either way, bring it back down to your shoulders, 1 of each. 1 squat, 1 diagonal press. Again, sink, push down. So you're resisting the floor and resisting your bar. Maybe you make it flow slightly faster here. Squat, press. Maybe your left knee comes up at the top. Other way, squat, push down. 1 more, then just the squat. We'll revisit that in a bit. As you squat, shift your weight to your right foot. No weight on your left. Looking like a little kickstand now. You can work right here, or feel free to pick your left foot up. Either way, try to dip the left side of your bar or lower your left dumbbell. If you're here, remember you can always put your toe down. If your foot is up and you need more, extend as you squat. Extend your left leg back behind you. 4 more of any level. 4, 3, 2, back to a parallel squat here in the middle. Sink, squeeze your glutes. Last one, hold up. Heels together, toes slightly to the corners. Now just bend your knees and your hips sink straight down. So straight down, so you're not gonna lean over this time. We'll do that in a minute. So just sink, hold your knees bent, hold, heels up, extend, lower your heels. Do it again. So sink, heels lift, again, slightly faster. Sink, press, extend. Sink, press, extend. Let's do 4 more just like that. In 4 and 3. Last 2. Almost tipped over. Just the hip sink here. Again. Last 2. Then we'll go back to a parallel stance. Right here. Squats here. Last 2. And then hold it up. Now you hinge over at the hip and come up. It's different than a squat. Your knees are slightly bent, but they're not moving. Just a hinge at the hip. Looks like this. Hinge over, knees don't move. As you do your deadlift here in your hinge, you can shift over to your left foot. No weight on your right. So it's much like the single leg squat, except for now it's a hinge. As you do your hinge, your right leg can swing back behind you. I'll turn straight on so you can see it. Sink over. Now, if you're ready, your right leg can lift up as you hip hinge over. You don't have to, but you can. So each level gets a little more intense. If you're lifting or not, we'll change the rhythm. 2 counts down, 1 count to come up. Toe touch, or you can balance up. 1, 2, toe touch or balance up again. 1, 2, toe touch or balance up in 1, 2, toe touch or balance up. Do it again. 1, 2, again, last time. 1, 2, and parallel squat. We'll start the whole thing over from the top. Not the whole class, just from when we picked up the resistance. So if you're wondering whether or not I had a facelift, I didn't, but my hair is so overgrown. Remember how I used to just do 2 ponytail holders? Then I moved to 3. Today I have 4 ponytail holders trying to hold this in. The real test will be when we get to anything where we hop in the cardio section. Will it hold or will it not? We will see. 1 squat and 1 press. Lower the elbows, diagonal press. Do it again. 2 more in this tempo. Squat, push down, press up. Option to make it flow right here. Squat to press. Maybe your right knee comes up at the top. Left side, sink, press, sink, press. Then just a squat right here. Squat, squeeze. You can wiggle your toes at any point. Keep your squat, but shift your weight to your left foot. No weight on your right. Anytime you're ready, you can pick your right toes up. You don't have to. There are no report cards, no prizes. Either way, dip the right side with your bar or your dumbbell, or just with your hand. If you need more resistance, extend your right leg back. On the squat, keep your chest up, core engaged. 4 more of any level, it's 4, 3, 2, feet parallel, just the squat. Sink, push down and squeeze your glutes. 2 more. What's next? Heels together, toes to the corners, sink straight down. Press into the floor to come up. Push down to come up. Hold your sink position, heels lift, extend by pushing down, lower your heels, sink down, heels lift, extend up, tempo here, sink, press up, sink, press up. Again, now just a hip sink, sink, push down, can you wiggle your toes? 2 more right here, and then feet parallel, squat. We'll move into our hip hinges in 2 more squats. Remember how it goes? Hip hinge, change it. Hip hinge, come up. You can wiggle your toes. As you do this, shift your weight to your right foot. No weight on your left. Maybe your left leg splits back. So remember, you move the hip, not the knee. When you're ready, your left leg can lift up. You don't have to, but it's an option and a goal. My right hip has been quite unhappy the last couple weeks. I don't know about it. We'll see what happens today. Change your rhythm, down for 2, come up in 1, toe tap or knee lift balance, 1, 2, toe tap or knee lift balance. You don't have to balance. It can be an option and a goal. 1, 2, 2 more just like that. 1, 2, last time. 1, 2, parallel squats here. Sink, push down. Again. Alrighty. As you squat, flip your grip 1 hand at a time. To underhand, if you're using dumbbells, keep your overhand grip for now. If you're using a bar, roll the bar up to your elbows, lace your fingers. Alrighty. Take your feet wide. Toes to the corners, push down to come up. So your hips sink down, push down to come up. Again, 2 more. Hold your hips down. If you're using dumbbells, bring them across your chest. Just hold them here as you sink and push. 4 more just like that. Push against the floor to come up. 2 more. Hold your hips down. Little pulses here. Let's do 8. 7, are your hips under your shoulders? Is your belly button pulling towards your spine? Hold your pulse. Heels lift, extend, and lower. Do it again. Sink, heels up, extend up, tempo here. So sink, press up. sink, press, up. Again. I don't know if you guys can see your screens. I don't know what your setup is, but you can see the pajama producer account has joined. Again, sink, press, up. 2 more. Again. Now just the hip sink 2 times. Once more. Now both heels lift up. Lift up. And lower one of these. Sink your hips. Heels lift up. Do it again. Sink your hips. Heels lift. Slightly faster here. Sink, press. 2 more. And then up tempo. Sink to press. Down. Up. 4 more. In 4. 3, 2. Hold it up at the top. Hold. Bend your knees. Sink your hips. Heels lower. Come back to parallel. Squats here. Make sure you have room on the sides. 1 more. Hold yourself up. Shift your weight to your right foot. Left foot points to the front, to the side, and the back. And then tap in the middle. So it's front, side, back, middle. Bend your right knee as it happens. Come up. So it's bend, out, back. Maybe you lose the tap and find a knee lift. Push down. So you can tap or balance at the top, right there. Front, side, back. Do it again. Front. Is your right knee bent? Last time. Hold your knee lift or tap. Extend your left leg anywhere behind you. Can be just above the floor if you like. Dumbbells are still here, or you can take them at your side. Pulse your left foot back behind you. Push your left hip towards me. Hold your pulse. Flex your back foot. Can you wiggle your right toes? Pull your heel towards your hip and extend. So it's not going to come all the way in. It's going to come just far enough to feel your hamstring grab. So you want to make sure your left hip pushes forward. Your left leg extends behind you. Hold your bend. Give it a little pulse right here. As you pulse, turn your left knee out to the side of the room. You'll feel the change in your glutes. Give me 4 more here. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Parallel squats. You're welcome. We'll do the other side. 4 more squats to recover. Push down into the floor. This time, just your right leg points towards me. To the side, back, and touch. Front, side, back, and touch. Maybe bend your left knee. As the touches happen, you push down to come up. Maybe you find your balance here. So front, side, back, push down, either to your tap or balance. 2 more times. Front, side, back. Do it again. Hold your last position. Extend your right leg anywhere behind you. Push your right hip to knee. Pulse. Is your chest lifted? Are your shoulders down and back? I'll turn slightly so you can see it. Flex your back foot and hold. Hamstring curl sort of goes halfway. You want your knee far enough behind you that you feel the hamstring grab on about the halfway. Again. Give me 2 more curls. Sure. In for 2. Extend. This time hold your bent position and give it a little pulse. Sort of pushing your heel and the bottom of your foot up to where the wall meets the ceiling behind you. Keep your pulse, but now turn your right knee out. Feel that? Feel that switch in your glutes. And feet parallel and squat. Then turn back. If you're using dumbbells, bring them down by your sides if they weren't there already. If you're using a bar, unlace, unroll, flip your grip. 1 hand at a time. Whatever you're using for resistance, set it down, away from you, out of your space. It's just you. Now's a great time to grab a sip or towel off or both. If you don't want to miss any squats, you can choreograph it right in. Check it out. Grab your beverage or your towel. It's tricky. Remember, you drink on the way up. Sounds like I'm giving directions for a drinking game. I'm not. I mean, kind of. But just water, I hope. Or whatever it is, some energy drink. very dry. I'm gonna set this down. On the squat, you set it down. Okay, you wanna make sure you have room behind you. Touch your knees, knuckles up. It's amazing how it feels like it's been so long since I've done this with you guys. 2 more. Keep your squat, palms together here. Push down to come up. 2 more. Your left leg will step back from here. Step together, right leg. So this is your pattern. You can adjust your outfit if you need. As you step, maybe you bend both knees. Remember we did this in the warm-up. This slight turn out, step out. You can work here or just a step. Either way, you can reach up behind you and together. Reach up. We'll do 4 more just like that. 4 to go. So 4, 3, 2, parallel squat, touch your knees. 4, 3, push down to come up. Left leg steps back again. 4 and 3, 2, once more. Feet parallel, squat, touch your knees. 4, push down. 2 more. Left leg steps back here. 4 and 3. Push down to come up. Parallel squat, touch your knees. 4, push down. We'll do 1 more set. Your left leg steps back right here. 4 and 3. 2. Parallel squat, touch your knees. 4, push down. Last 2. Hold it up at the top. Try to lift your heels and balance. Palms together. Thumbs at your chest. Find your squat. Belly button pulls in towards your spine. Heels down, wiggle your toes. Come up, squats here. As you squat, take a little step back. Now you want to have room in front and on the sides. Similar foot pattern, different arms. 1 more, left leg steps towards me, step forward, right leg. So your front leg bends a little, just enough that your weight transfers, and then you push back. Step, push back. Arms together, circle. They reach together the same direction, chest up, so you're not gonna collapse. You're not gonna do that. Keep your chest up towards me. 1 more, feet parallel, squats here. That's the first part. 2 more. Now your left leg steps out to the side. We did this in the warm-up. And right. Maybe you lean a little bit out. A little bit out. So it might feel a little more like we do in the front. Instead of both knees bending, your outside leg bends, sort of a small lateral lunge. Sure, both arms together and circle. They go the same direction. So one of them bends. Check it out, left leg towards me. Here we go. 4, 3, push off of your front leg. Step out to your left. Both arms go the same direction. You can bend both knees if that's more comfortable, or just the outside. Towards me, and push off, circle. 2 more. Step out to your left. 1 or both knees bend. Up to you. 2 more. Towards me, step forward, push off. Step forward, push off. Step out of your left. Both arms move the same direction. We'll go 1 more set. Towards me, and push off. 2 more. Step out to your left. And 4, 3, last 1. Parallel squat, palms together. Push down to come up. You should still have room in front of you. We'll build our next, couldn't think of the word. Our next, what is it? Our next move, our next treat. I don't know. Alrighty, left leg, step towards me one time, straight on, right leg. So your back heel pops off the floor, maybe becomes a lunge. Back, up, arms down, half circles. Again, arms up, push into the floor to come up. Your back heel stays up as you lunge, both knees bend. Easy enough. Next time on your left side, come straight up but stay in your lunge. Step together. Other way, down, up. That was a rickety cue for me. It's bend, straight, bend, come up. Bend, straighten, bend, come up. That's your pattern. Option. OC, I've taught this not the way I wanted to. Let me see if I can change it for you. Arms, palms together. Down, up. Let me see. Yes. As you straighten your lunge, maybe you lean forward and lunge together. Lunge. Maybe you leg lift on the straighten. Leg lift. Maybe on the leg lift, you lean. I hope the way I taught you the arms works with this. Let's try. Down, yes. Again, lunge, lean, maybe your leg comes up. I'm gonna do this same pattern tomorrow and see if I can improve the way I've taught it to you. Sink, lean or lift or both. Again, sink. Let's do it again. This is mostly for me to practice and get it in my head. One more each way. Sink, breath. One more. And just a parallel squat here. Okay, note to self. Work on that breakdown. Take a little step forward if you're far back. Are you ready to hop or pedal? Sure. You can pedal here or hop. So pedal or hop. Pedal is one foot always on the floor. Hop is both feet lifting up. Step out to the side. So pedal, step, or hop, step, or maybe you jump. Either way will work. Arms crossed and open. Again. 4, 3. On the last one, our arms finish up. Left arm reaches, right arm. Hips underneath your shoulders. Let's do it again. Maybe you lean as you reach. 4 more. In 4, 3, 2. Keep your feet where they are, palms together and squat. It's a wide parallel squat. Toes towards knees. Maybe you sink and reach your hands, pull up. As if you're pulling rope straight up from the floor. 4 to go. 4, push down. 3, 2, hop or pedal here 4 times. So 4, 3. On the last one, your arms finish up. Left arm. Reach, maybe you lean. 2 more. Now squat, reach down and pull. Toes towards knee. Chest up as you sink. 1 more. Hop or paddle right here. 4, 3, 2. Arms finish up. Left arm. Reach. Right arm. And now squat. Reach down maybe. Pull up. Push down to pull up. 1 more. Let's do it again. Hop or paddle here. 4, 3, 2. Arms finish up. Left arm. Reach. Are you breathing in and out? Squat, reach and pull. 4, push down. 3. Here we go. Hop or pedal, last set. 4, 3, 2. Arms finish up. Left arm. Reach. Right. Can you wiggle your toes? Squat, reach and pull. 4, push down. 3, 2, and feet underneath your hips and squat here. Breathing in and out. Arms up. Sink, squeeze your glutes. This is our base move. You can always stay here or forward fold. Reach up behind you. Come up, 2 squats. 1 more squat. Fold, reach up. Come back up. 2 squats. Let's try that slightly faster. Fold once. Come up. Squat once. Fold once. Come up. And squat. Fold. This is your move. If the swing and the fold are too crazy for you, get rid of them. Do just squats. It'll all work. If you're in fold, maybe you lift your heels in the fold. They stay flat on the squat. Heels up. If you're lifting your heels, maybe you press through and jump. Squat. Fold up. Squat. Do it again. Fold up. Maybe you're not jumping. You don't have to. 4 more of any level. 4. And 3. Last 2. Any level works. Last one. Hold your squat. Hold. Make it fist. Extend. Check and see how you feel. Can you still talk, but don't want to? You want to be, that's, my heart rate's high, I can barely think. That's where you want to be. Hold your hands in a fist. Push down to come up. So heart rate, you can talk, but you don't feel like it. Lift your heels. Cross your forearms. Lower your heels. Step out, toes to the corners. Sink your hips. Push down. Elbows up, right there. Cross your chest. Elbows up. Up tempo here. Elbow. Cross. Elbow. Hips down to your shoulders. So it doesn't turn into a squat. Stays in a hip sink. Maybe your heels lift as your elbows come up. Anytime I lift my heels like this, you know what's coming. Maybe you push, get some air. Elbows lift, cross, lift, cross, lift, cross. Parallel wide squat. Remember this? Reach down, pull up. 4 more. We'll put those together. The wide turn out with the heel lift or jump, and these. Turn out, right there. Up, cross, maybe lift, maybe jump. Parallel, squat down, reach, pull up. 2 more. Turn your toes out, and up, cross, maybe heel lift or jump. Up, again, parallel squat. So you gotta turn your toes. 2 more. Turn your toes out, and up. Maybe, oops, now maybe your heels lift, maybe you jump. And parallel, reach and pull, 4. Up, we'll do 1 more time. Toes turn out, right there. Up, cross, heels maybe or jump. And parallel, squat, reach and pull up. 2 more. And feet parallel, touch your knees, just the way we started this section. 2 more. Hold yourself up. Try to lift your heels. Balance here. Palms to the chest. Thumbs at your chest. Try to find your squat with your heels up. Lower your heels, wiggle your toes, hands on your legs, round your back, and release. Actively separating your shoulder blades. Release. 2 more times. Roll, not yet. This time, roll up. All right, grab a sip of whatever you're drinking. I'm gonna hit my towel. Oh, you know, the week that I was in production, I didn't do this. I was running early in the morning with Gunner, the crazy dog. And running is not the same as this. Ooh, I feel this is harder. This uses every muscle. Whereas running is great and certainly effective, but woo, not all the, all the output of all these muscles working. Because you can keep your upper body just quiet. Alrighty, we're not gonna use a towel for abs. We're just setting the towel down. Have a seat, knees bent, feet flat on the floor, arms straight out in front of you, shoulders down and back. You want to feel your booty bones on the floor, half curl down right here, so half curl, come up to straight, curl down for 2, and up. Again, curl down for 2. I was just thinking, as I looked back and saw all this Christmas decor, I was picturing both of my Jewish grandmothers. Were they still alive? What would they think? They wouldn't think much of this. Or I should say, they wouldn't think very highly of this. Curl down for 2, but I married a man named Christian. That is the pajama producer's formal name. So I have this. Palms together, curl down for 2. Squeeze into your armpit as you curl down for 2. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. As you curl, maybe they lift up on the diagonal to where the wall meets the ceiling in front of you. Curl, do it again, curl, reach. Hold your curl and keep your arms out in front. Your front arm reaches behind you on the diagonal, back up again. Squeeze your shoulders down away from your ears, single count. Reach back and up. Again, one more. Hold in the center, back arm, reach slowly and up. Squeeze under your armpits. 1, 2, single count. So back and up. 2 more, and then forward fold. Round your back. Your knees can be straight or bent. Either way, you want to feel the release of your low back. Actively separating your shoulder blades. Chin to your chest. Inhale. On your exhale, flex both feet. Eyes up, shoulders, and then your body. At the top, tuck your hips. Fingertips can help you roll down. I'm going to switch forward. Curl down. When you're all the way down to the floor, bring your knees into your chest. Alrighty. Rock your knees side to side. Ooh. My back is tight today. I like to extend my top leg as I rotate over. You are welcome to do the same. Then hold it in the center. It is your legs. Palms up down on the floor next to your hips. Untuck your hips. 90 degrees with the hip and the knee. Belly button level to your pelvic bone. Your calves are parallel to the floor. Your shoulders are pressing down to the floor. So you're not going to curl your shoulders. This might be enough for you. If it's not, extend your front leg out towards the wall in front of you. You'll feel the resistance increase. 4 counts to change. 4, 3, 2. You're there on 1. Slowly 4, 3. Now 2 counts. To get there, we have 1, 2, 1, 2 again. 1, 2. Single count here. It's 3, 2. Hold and pulse. Again. 3, 2. Hold and pulse. Do it again. 3, 2. Hold and pulse. Same thing. 3, 2. Hold it right here. Both legs to chair. Arms out to the side. Palms are up towards the ceiling. Take your legs towards me. Resist the weight of them. Pull back other way. Away from me. And center. Again. Over for 2 by Jane. Have a good day. Pull center. Exhale over 1, 2. Pull to the center. Exhale over 1, 2. Pull center. Exhale over 1, 2. Use your core to resist. Then use your core to pull your legs back to the middle. Exhale for 2. Inhale. Again. Exhale for 2. Do it again. Exhale for 2. Use your core. Last time. For this, hold center. Bring your knees in for a moment. Fingertips behind your ears. Untuck your hips. 90 degrees at the hip and the knee. This might be enough for you. If it is, stay here. Otherwise, squeeze underneath your armpits. Roll your shoulders slightly off the floor. Then a little pulse, or just hold. Pulse up, up. Maybe you want to extend your legs on diagonal. Lift, lift. 4 to go. So 4, 3, 2, release. We're not done with our abs. Extend your legs up. Cross your ankles. Bend your knees out to the corner. So you have a little diamond shape there. Fingertips behind your ears. Squeeze under your armpit. Same thing. Come up just a little bit. Pull everything towards each other. And extend. Resist the weight of your arms and legs for 2. Exhale. Again, inhale. 1. You'll resist the weight right there and pull in for 2. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Do it again. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Next time, hold everything in. Pulse your hips and shoulders closer together. Try not to pull on your head. Elbows open up. In 4, 3, 2, and release. Hands to the side of your hips. Feet on the floor. Heels close to your hips. Tuck your hips. Push your feet down to lift your hips up. You can still wiggle your toes, but you're on a diagonal line from your shoulders to your hips to your knees. You're breathing all the way in and all the way out. Maybe you lace your fingers underneath you. Tuck your shoulder blades closer together. Either way, you're breathing all the way in and out. If your fingers are laced, unlace them now. Then slowly bring your spine down to the floor. When you get there, bring your front knee into your chest. Extend your leg up only far enough to feel the stretch behind it. Maybe your back leg stays where it is. Maybe it walks out. Up to you. Either way, you're opening your hamstrings. Flex your front foot and bend. For 2, drive the heel up. Do it again. Flex. Bend. Same thing. Flex. Bend. One more time. Flex. Bend this time. Hold your leg up. Take your front arm on the inside of your front leg. Push the leg out to the side just a little bit until you feel the stretch on the inside of your front leg. Keep your back hip pressing into the floor. Then flex both feet, pushing your heels out to the walls. Continuing to breathe. Then bend your front knee back to the center. Front arm reaches out to the side. Back arm across your knee. Rotate away from your screen. Full spine rotation. Ooh, big crunch. I feel like maybe you guys can hear that. And come back to the center. Let's try it on the other side. Front foot down. Back knee into the chest. Extend your leg up. Enough to feel the stretch behind it. Maybe your front leg walks out, maybe not. Up to you. Flex your back foot. Bend the knee to the chest. Send it up. Do it again. So flex. Bend. Drive it up. Once more. Flex. Bend this time. Hold your leg up. Back arm goes on the inside of your back leg. And then push it out to the side. It is your leg. Only far enough to feel the stretch on the inside of the leg. Press your front hip to the floor. Try to flex both feet, pushing your heels out to the walls. Breathing all the way in and all the way out. Bend your back knee to the center. Back arm reaches out to the side, front arm across your knee. And take your knee over towards me. Reaching out with your back fingertips. My spine is crunchy today. Breathe through this stretch. Come back to the center. And both knees into your chest. My favorite stretch these days. Cross one leg over the other. Grab your knees or maybe further down your legs. Pull your knees into your chest. You'll feel the stretch down the back and into the glutes of the leg that's on top. Breathing all the way in and all the way out for 4, 3, 2, and release. Change sides. Put the other leg on top. Grab your knees or further down. Maybe you can get all the way to your ankles. Good for you, I cannot. Pull your knees into your chest. You'll feel the stretch down the back and into the glutes of the leg that's on top. Breathe in and out, get oxygen to your muscles. 4 more counts right here for 4, 3, 2, and then release. Both feet on the floor. Flip over onto your stomach. Arms and legs extend all the way out. Take your front arm, reach around, try to grab where your shoelaces would be, and pull your heel to your hip. Press your hip to the floor. You can bend your front arm if you want to and make a fist. You want to rest your head. That way you've got room for your face and you don't have to turn your neck. That works for you. And then release, change sides. Front arm reaches back behind you. Try to grab where your shoelaces would be. Again, you have the option of making a fist so that your neck can relax. You pull your heel to your hip, press your hip to the floor, stay here, and maybe your front arm reaches around as well, trying to grab both feet. If you're not quite there, that's okay. If you're just gonna work on it, if you're not there, grab maybe your heels or your pants. If you're already here, push your feet into your hands. Try to lift your knees. That'll really stretch the quadriceps open. Maybe you lift your chest and open your shoulders. Either way, you are breathing in and out. And then release. You're welcome, Edie. Release. Try not to boomerang your legs out. Hands at the side of your chest. Press your chest up. Take your hips back to your heels. Pressing your chest through your shoulders. While you're here, try to rotate your thumbs up towards the ceiling so your hands are on their sides. You'll feel this all the way up into your shoulders. Put your palms back on the floor. Round up to a tabletop. That's hands underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips. Tuck your toes. Round your back. Release. Round again, so you push the floor, separate the shoulder blades, release. This time, hold your round position. Push down with your hands and feet to lift your tailbone up. Walk your feet up towards your hands to a forward fold. Let your head hang. Nod your head like you're shaking your head yes. Relax and let your head hang. Shake your head side to side like you're saying no. Relax and let it hang. Lift your tailbone up. Let your head hang as you unroll one bone at a time. Stacking your spine. We are all the way up. Shoulders down and back. That's the class. 5 minutes from now, we'll do the after party. Thanks you guys for joining me in my living room. I'm doing a full schedule this week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday after this. Because next week's a holiday and I'll still be here teaching, but probably not on Christmas Day. So thank you. Check my schedule. It's up on Instagram. I'll either see you in 5 minutes or sometime this week. Thanks, you guys.